whether you be monk, pilgrim, or just a visitor.
Hospitality has always been understood as a vital part of the monastic life. The guest, we are told, is to be received as Christ himself. The monks see the receiving of guests not as an unavoidable duty, not as a disturbance, they see it as a privilege. But today, with the extreme ease of travel, there is a problem. The monasteries are prepared to receive pilgrims, but what are they to do about tourists? One of the most precious qualities of Athos is its silence, its stillness. If you have too many visitors, that will be destroyed. So today, regrettably perhaps, we have to have restrictions on who is admitted to Athos. There are very few places left now in Western Europe where you can find real silence. Athos is one of them, and we must guard this precious gift.
Most fishermen catch for themselves or other people. Not this kindly Athonite monk. He fishes for his cats, his companions. The Holy Mountain is a paradox. Some might even call it an anachronism. There are many reasons for this, not least amongst them its inaccessibility. Although there are rough mountain tracks from the mainland, there is only one way in, by boat to the Athonite port of Daphne. This small boat serves not only as a supply lifeline, bringing goods from the outside world, but it also brings those who wish to visit the mountain. This is a journey to another age, but only men embark upon it. Women are banned from the mountain, and have been from its earliest days.
If a monk has chosen the life of celibacy, then it's easier for him not to meet women. But on Athos, it is not only women who are excluded, it is also female animals, at any rate domestic animals like cows or sheep. This has a slightly different reason. In the Orthodox tradition, what the monks do primarily is market gardening. They grow vegetables for their own use. If they began to have animals and to breed animals, this could be an interference with the life of prayer and silence. Cows have to be milked twice a day, even if it is a great festival and you want to be in church.
All visitors to the Holy Mountain must take this road from Daphne to the village of Caries, the administrative heart of the peninsula. Here you will be told whether you can stay and for how long. No one can get into a monastery without a pass. For fellow monks and genuine pilgrims, there is little restriction, but tourists are carefully controlled. A 3-day permit is the maximum most casual visitors can expect. The Athonite state is run by delegates from the 20 ruling monasteries. Once a year, they gather to elect the epistasia, 4 monks, one of whom is the protos, the first. Each member receives a quarter of the great Athonite seal, with which all decisions are ratified. Today, the permanent population of Athos, 1,500 or so, is a mere shadow of what it was. Once, as many as 20,000 holy men are believed to have lived around this mountain. Reliable figures, though, are only available from the turn of this century.
When I came here in 1910, monastic life was thriving, both in terms of quality and numbers. In 1908, when a census of the Holy Mountain was taken, the Athonite monks numbered 8,000. Of these, 4,000 were Greeks and 4,000 were other nationals. Among the latter, 3,500 were Russians, and the remaining 500 were Romanians, Serbs, and Bulgarians.
Russian monks have been on Athos since the 11th century, but now only a handful remain. This is the Russian monastery of Saint Panteleimon. These are the heirs to a magnificent Russian tradition. The lavishness of this late 19th century church bears witness to the generous patronage of not only pious Russian rulers, but also that of countless ordinary believers.
Εδώ, όπως βλέπετε, ήταν η τράπεζα που τρώγανε κάπου 1,000 καλόγια.
Here, as you can see, was a refectory where 1,000 monks would eat. The abbot and his council sat here at the first table. After the liturgy, in which 50 priests and 50 deacons officiated, they would come here in procession, chanting, while 25 bells would toll. During the great festivals, there wasn't enough room here or in the adjoining spaces. They therefore laid planks outside, reaching all the way to the chapel, and people would eat there. And after the meal, the monastery would provide alms to the poor. Should he be a priest or a deacon, he would get some vestments at the door. Should he be a layman and not a monk, he would receive some money and some clothes.